Hey guys, Jason here from JJK Professional Services, and I wanted to talk to you today about investing the appropriate amount of time and resources into developing training for the leadership in your organization. The title and premise of this video is talking about promoting and addressing and providing the amount of time and resources that you can to not only onboarding and giving your leadership initial training, but also that continuing education and professional growth that your leaders need in order to continually progress your organization forward. If you're not affording them that time and resources, you really are going to have a difficult time growing and expanding your organization. Because, if you're not cultivating this leadership and this drive from within your organization, it's very difficult to demand the results from the top down in order to achieve the mission of the organization. And we have all the training resources available to you and for your organization. Just go to our website at jjkprofessionalservices.com. And there's several of our videos. There's our training webinar and our training ebook available if you want to go over and check that out today. So some of the highlights for this video: developing your senior leadership. To develop your senior leadership, you got to be able to build trust and relationships. This is the top of that funnel, building those trust and relationships all the way down through the leadership chain into the staff and teams. Your senior leader should feel comfortable leading from a distance. They don't need to micromanage. They don't need to hover over the lower level leaders or the team leaders in order to get the job done. Senior leaders must be willing to take 100% ownership in the daily activities that go on within the organization. Good or bad, they take 100% leadership. And senior leaders should be developing and building their legacy for those that will ultimately replace them. Senior leaders should be comfortable enough cultivating that leadership from below, cultivating that leadership from within in order to develop and build their legacy moving forward. Middle management and middle leadership, that middle tier, these leaders should be leading, not managing. Leaders lead, managers put out fires, they address problems on an instance. They're not proactively leading and guiding their teams through the activities and the tasks in order to achieve the goals of the organization. Middle management, middle leaders should be proactive, not reactive. They should be proactively working within the team. They should be proactively looking for any hurdles or problems that may need solutions and not reacting to day-to-day problems. And that goes back to leading, not managing. Middle management, middle leaders should let go of their ego. Do not lead with an ego. Do not lead with "I'm better than you because I'm supervising you." Middle leaders, or these leaders that let go of their ego, should be able to show that they can do the work and show that they can lead and train and develop the work ethic within the team and the organization. And middle leaders should lead at all levels, from the most junior personnel within the team of the organization all the way up to the senior personnel. They should be able to relate and lead at each one of those levels. The emerging leaders, those within the organizations that seem to have the traits or characteristics of leaders that you may want to cultivate from within, and that could ultimately fill in the holes that may end up within your leadership structure. So you want to give these emerging leaders the principles of leadership and what's important and what goes into those principles of the leadership within your organization, because this will be very dependent on your organization, specific to your organization. You should teach them communication skills, being able to communicate with others on the team and be able to communicate with those up and down the leadership chain. You should teach them about the span of control. Leadership can only control so many people. And typically it's somewhere between 3 and 7 teammates within the organization. So teach them about the span of control, not to get outside of that, because they'll start losing control of their message. They'll start losing control of the day-to-day activities. And, you got to choose these emerging leaders carefully from a specific pool of people that may or may not demonstrate the traits that you're looking for in your emerging leaders. Can these emerging leaders be trained, or can they learn leadership skills? Absolutely. But they have to have that specific personality, specific traits in order to be successful as an emerging leader. So these are just some highlights that go into leadership training, and these highlight the efforts and resources you should be giving your leadership up and down your leadership structure in order to not only learn about their jobs and learn about being a leader, but also continuing their professional growth as a leader. And as they grow as a leader, your organization is going to grow and it's going to be more successful. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to me through our website, jjkprofessionalservices.com. Also, you could, if you're seeing this on social media, you could drop a comment or send me a DM. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Have a great day.